This episode is sponsored by Schwans.com. What are you having for dinner tonight? Good question. Schwans Home Delivery has a solution for you. Stock up your freezer with high-quality frozen foods like premium meats and sides, delicious ready-made meals, ice cream, and more. No subscriptions, no memberships, just a friendly yellow truck that's been delivering food for almost 70 years. Listeners of this show get a special deal. Get 20% off your first order with code YUM20. Check out schwans.com/YUM for details.
This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 1856. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. Today I've got a fun show talking about getting past the modern gatekeeper so you can get the information or just talk with them about your application, talk with them about you. Hope you find this helpful and give it a great review wherever you listen to the show. And I'm just going to say, next week it's possible I may drop off the radar suddenly. My wife is having surgery on Tuesday. I'm going to try and get all my shows in for next week in advance, but I may need to play husband for a few days. And with that, let's get going. And I thought I would do a video today about the modern gatekeeper and how to get past it. Now, when most of us think of gatekeepers, we think in terms of an actual human being, that person who was always there to be the blocker for the decision maker. Invariably, for years, it was a woman, older, disinterested, tough. And I don't want to say she doesn't exist anymore or he doesn't exist anymore, but more and more, particularly large organizations, have installed voice response systems to block contact or block a direct message to or direct contact to the person that you're calling. They're busy, they're in meetings, they're doing stuff, and this is who intercepts. This is what intercepts now instead of an actual human being. So how do you get through? And what does getting through actually mean when you have a machine there or have a computer system there? And the answer is getting through basically translates into saying things that cause someone to want to call you back. And I want to be clear, I'm not here to teach you nonsense or shenanigans. I have no interest in that whatsoever. I suspect most of you don't either. But I do want to talk with you about what's effective. And I want to be clear, nothing works all the time. And as a matter of fact, statistically, because you're dealing with someone who is, stressed, tense, overworked, the proportion of response that you're going to get is always going to be low. But what can increase the odds is a couple of very simple things. Number one is you want to speak as a human being, not as a tense, nervous individual. So, excuse me if I go into tension voice. If I talk to you as though, hi, my name is Jeff Altman, and I'm really worked up, and I'd like to get a few minutes with you. That isn't going to really work, because all that's happening is you're obviously pushing an agenda on them that isn't of real interest, and it's going to stress them out. So they're not going to really respond well to that. I think what works better is something that, it's frankly the manner in which I'm speaking today. It's a softer voice. It's a more gentle voice. It's a human voice. And you might say something along the lines of, hi, my name is Jeff Altman. I work for so-and-so or for such and such organization doing such and such. I know you're busy and I'm not looking to take up a lot of your time. I was wondering if I could get 10 minutes with you by phone or Skype, or you can offer Zoom or whatever service that you use. I'm looking for some advice, and I'll make myself available to your convenience, knowing full well that you're busy and you might not be able to do this. But I really would appreciate a sense of what your calendar is like so I can get 10, tops 15 minutes with you. If you want me to come over to your place, I'll bring you some coffee if that's what you drink. And you notice how I'm being very human in how I speak. And it's a much more likable style than simply, hi, getting worked up and presenting it in such and such way. You'll notice I also used my name as part of the introduction and talked about what I do, because that helps to provide a link with the person that you're calling. When they're hearing the message back, they have the opportunity to say, okay, he's clear about what he's looking for, 10 or 15 minutes of my time. I don't know if I can work it in, but I'll at least give him a call back. Or they're going to hit delete. It's really that simple. So understand this is the best that you can do, is talking as one human being to another. And, I would say if you don't get a call back within 48 hours, call a second time. They're busy. Their priority is not you. They may forget to respond. Not everyone is as well organized as I am. And I'll simply say that they may forget to call back. Call back one more time. And again, stress that I'm sure you're busy thing that I mentioned earlier. And after that, if they don't call you back, let it go. Hopefully you're not waiting and hoping for this one caller. You want to be calling multiple people so that you can do informational conversations and informational interviews. So that's really my best advice for getting past the modern version of the gatekeeper, which is really the decision maker. That's who you're really talking to when you're leaving the message, is you're talking to the decision maker and asking them in a kind way for a few minutes of their time.
That's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few more ways to get information and advice from me. First of all, visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. Go to the blog. There's a lot there to help you with your job search, hiring more effectively, managing and leading, and workplace-related issues. In addition, if you're interested in my coaching you, there's a button there that says schedule. Schedule time for a free discovery call or schedule yourself in for coaching. Obviously, I'm going to charge for that, but I can help you with interview preparation, leadership coaching, salary negotiation advice, making a good decision between different offers, anything related to improving yourself in the workplace, I can coach you about. If you have questions for me, you can schedule 15 minutes with me at thebiggamehunter.us/live, or a less expensive way is at thebiggamehunter.us/video answers, where you leave a message for me and I'll respond with a 3 to 5 minute video. Connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/in/thebiggamehunter. I can assure you your network will expand a lot by connecting with me. And finally, watch me on TV. Download the JobSearch TV app for Fire TV, Fire Stick, Apple TV, Roku, like 90 different manufacturers. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a terrific day. Be great!
Total Wine & More is a wonderland to explore. Thousands of wines and spirits, unexpected pairings, and great gifts. Low prices and helpful guides make the holidays magical at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly. Be 21.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
This Thanksgiving, think outside the oven and get Thanks Grilling with Ace. Get a new grill and choose from top brands like Traeger, Weber, and Big Green Egg to add even more flavor to your Thanksgiving turkey, side dishes, and desserts. Plus, right now, get free assembly and delivery on all grills and accessories $3.99 and up. For the best help on the best grills, stop by your local Ace and get Thanks Grilling. Ace Rewards members only through December 24th. See participating stores for scheduling or exclusions.